Hi, Trainer Emily here, and this is Miss Ladybug, and welcome to Training Tip Tuesday. This week we're going to continue our topic on cool tips for cold weather by talking about what to do if you're going to take your dog out and about in cold weather. So some dogs have nice thick coats and they're double coated. You always know those dogs because your house is covered in fur usually. But for those of you with shorter haired dogs, it's a good idea to get a nice little sweater for them. Now I know what you're thinking, and you don't have to go out and buy something with ruffles or pink ribbons on it, but something a little practical and insulating will help keep your dog's body heat in and the cold weather out. If your dog does have heavier fur, but still is prone to getting wet by the snow, you might want to consider a raincoat to keep the snow from settling in their fur. Another thing that's kind of important is to think about their paws. A lot of people this time of year start putting out ice melt in order to melt the snow that's on their driveway or on their walkway. The problem with ice melt, there's a couple of versions out there, and even the pet-friendly version, well, it still melts the ice. It can burn their feet because water that has the salt in it is actually colder than ice. And that can burn their little feet. So do be careful to avoid ice melt. You're much better off just walking your dog through the snow if you can. Another thing you can consider, is getting a paw wax of some kind and putting some sort of paw wax or even booties on your dog's feet to protect them. If you do get booties, you're gonna have to make sure you keep their toenails short. Hi. And lastly, when you're out and about with your dog, it's easy to forget to give them water because they don't seem like they're as thirsty as often. We can get and use as much water during the winter as we can in the summer sometimes. So it's a good idea to carry some water with you and maybe a little doggy bowl so that they can get a nice drink every now and then. Some dogs won't drink in the winter. My little tip, go get low salt broth cubes and put them in the water, and that usually entices them to drink a little bit more. There you go. Good job, Ladybug. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next week.